How to change control arm bushings on a BMW 328i. It's not that hard. It's just a little tight, a little tricky getting the pieces removed from each other, but for the most part it's not that hard. You don't even need to remove the tire. Actually, it's easier to do it with the tire on. Make sure when you take the tire off, put something to wedge the tire so it's forward, so the control arm bushing drops, everything drops down. Right now I have most of it off, but the only difference is between what I'm doing now and what you're seeing here is I actually have the piece off. But you're gonna remove 2 bolts, and you're just gonna have to use a flathead screwdriver, and it'll pop right down. And if the piece is connected, then it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get this off, which will be sitting on, you know, kind of sort of like that. The inner ring likes to stick to the shaft really good, and it's really hard to get off. I use a torch and channel locks to get the old one off. If the bushing is good, you'll need a sawzall, and you'll have to just cut out the rubber and separate the 2 pieces. I mean, to me, that's the way I did it. There might be a better way, but for me, that's what I did. And I just took a sawzall and I cut a little spot there, you know, maybe a few inches over, and I took a flathead screwdriver in between the really thick metal and the thin metal and busted that little piece out, and then took another screwdriver and bent it down, and then banged it out with a solid bar and a hammer, basically wedged between a couple 2x4s. It's a pain in the butt. It probably takes like 15 minutes to an hour, depending on how skilled you are, to get the piece out. But that's the hard part. The easy part, you just take this right here in a flat 2x4 and you just pound it in, or you can do it by the hammer and hit it, you know, just in a circle pattern until you get it all the way through. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat, because the one I took out wasn't perfectly flat. And you heat the ring back up here and you push that on. Don't burn yourself, and then the fire pretty much is really easy to do. Just put the fire to it like so. That's pretty much it, and hold it there for a while until it starts to change color. It means it's nice and hot. Wear some gloves so you don't burn yourself. Make sure your car is jacked up. Put a block behind the back tire, because you don't want the thing to roll down underneath you. I rolled it up on the ramps, jacked it up, and then removed the ramps. You can get a lot. I got this part from rockauto.com, like a lot of the stuff I get. Reasonable price. Not known for performance parts, but for replacement parts, yeah, I get that. Polyurethane bushings are the best if you can afford them. They're like 40 bucks a piece. Hope I helped anyone trying to figure out what they're doing with the car.